how are you doing? I hope you're having an amazing day. So today we're opening up a new subscription, and I think I actually received 2 months of it. I have 2 boxes here to open, and this is Heady Mix. This is a book subscription, but it's different than any other book subscription I've received or I've heard of. So since this is a new subscription, we're gonna pull up the website and get a little bit of information, and then we will get to the unboxing. So what is Heady Mix? So on their website it says, Heady Mix is a new subscription book box that delivers books to your doorstep every 2 months. The books featured in Heady Mix showcase characters and writers from underrepresented groups including women, race, disabilities, LGBTQ+, and more. Heady Mix is changing the narrative and readdressing the diversity in which we consume. With Heady Mix, you can feed your curiosity by reading books with balance. You'll enjoy new perspectives and help talented authors get the bookshelf space they deserve. So every 2 months you get a box, and each box contains 3 books that are curated around a specific theme. The theme is carefully chosen to highlight an issue, a stereotype, or bias that impacts the collection's underrepresented group. The 2 novels in the box have been carefully selected by our chief curator, Justina. She's taken time to search out new stories that have not been shared widely enough, that offer new exciting perspectives that will enlighten you and help change the way you see the world. The 3rd book is an anthology of stories, essays, and flash fiction centered around the collection's theme. So you can subscribe and get it every 2 months, or you can buy a one-time box. And this is shipped from the UK, but they ship internationally. So I'm gonna leave their website down below so you can explore some more, check out the pricing and all the options and the membership and all of that. But anyways, let's get started and see what I received. So when I open the cardboard, it's pretty cool packaging. You just like, it says tier here and you open it up. But in the first box here, this is everything that is inside. So let's see, looks like there's like a little note on top. And it says, welcome to Heady Mix's debut collection, Loud Silence, which brings together writers from the D/deaf community to showcase the characters, stories, and essays. Cool. I chose Loud Silence for 2 reasons. The first was that I realized, even as an avid reader, I had never knowingly read any works by someone from the D/deaf community. I wondered if other hearing people hadn't either, so I wanted to help change that. Secondly, when I began to research for the collection, reading books, short stories, and watching videos, there were recurring and sad themes of isolation and of being ignored. However, for every story that focused on isolation, there was another that showed the strength and determination of a community that is perceived to be silent, that is constantly fighting against the stereotypes and barriers that make life more difficult than it needs to be. It occurred to me that the stereotype of silence, frequently attributed to the deaf community, is widely inaccurate and probably insulting. I delved more into why the phrase loud silence was chosen in the introduction to anthology. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing anything. So this is a really long letter, which is super great. So she talks about how she communicated with the authors of each of these, and then goes into each of the authors' stories, which is really great. So this was curated by Justina. And it looks like you get $5 off your next box, €5 off your next box when you post and share any of your photos of you and or your box on social media. So that is awesome. So I, for the sake of time, won't read this entire thing, but let's see what else is in here. So here are the 3 books that we have by Louise Stern, Ismail and His Sisters. So here is the cover. And on the back it says, siblings Ismail, Rosie, and Christina are deaf, as are many in their Maya village. The deaf and hearing alike communicate in sign language, forming a tightly knit community with a simple lifestyle. But when Ismail gets into a fight in the local fiesta and flees the village, leaving Rosie and Christina to fend for themselves, the daily rhythms of the village of life are disrupted, and all that they trust in comes under threat. That sounds so interesting. This is so cool. I love this theme, you guys. The next one is called Being Greta by Maxine Sinclair, and this is what it looks like. And on the back it says, Greta is a young deaf woman in a hearing world, trying to find happiness despite a controlling boyfriend, Ollie, and a disapproving mother. She drunkenly applies to feature in a television disability arts documentary where her head is turned by the attractive sign language interpreter, Connor. As filming continues, the cracks deepen in her relationship with Ollie. Will she stay with him or succumb to Connor, a man who signs her own language? And should she undergo a cochlear implant to be able to fit in with the people around her? Or should she embrace her deaf identity, follow her heart, and determine her own future? Whichever route she takes, it's not always easy being Greta. These sound so good and interesting. And then the last thing is called Loud Silence, the theme of the box, and this was put together by Heady Mix, Diverse Stories for Curious Minds. And it says, Loud Silence takes the reader on a journey that explores identity, representation, and communication. It brings together writers from the D/deaf community in a collection that asks the readers to challenge the notion that the absence of sound is silence. This is so awesome. And that's not it. There's two other things in here. It looks like they gave some gift cards. One says you're the bee's knees and the other says Merry Christmas. So that is super cute. And then the last thing in this box is Books with Balance, Challenging and Future Reading by Heady Mix. And oh, okay, so inside here it looks like you can fill some stuff out. It says unlocking your ticket to new experiences. We have a saying here at Heady Mix that reading is a plane ticket for the mind, but it can only be that if we search out new stories and perspectives different to our own, and that's what this journal is here to help you do. Firstly, why keep a reading journal at all? It helps you remember what you've read and when you've read it, which is charming to reflect on, like reading old letters. You can capture the inspiration, learnings, or viewpoints that you had while reading. Keeping a journal encourages you to think more about or even challenge what the author has written instead of passively consuming it. Reviewing your journal will help you better understand what you do and don't like to read. It could reveal new or forgotten aspects of your personality, and you might even be surprised. So how do you approach your journal? If you're already a dab hand at keeping a reading journal, then dive right in. But if not, there are prompts throughout to guide you. In the end, there is no right or wrong way to use your journal. Feel free to explore and reflect as you wish. So over the next 2 pages, you'll find a wish list. This is for you to add in all the books you'd like to read. Perhaps a friend recommended one, or you read about an amazing author in a magazine, or you noticed everyone's reading the same title on the train. Wherever your inspiration, this is where you can list the books so you don't forget about them. As well as the journal pages, we've added reading challenges to inspire you to seek out books with stories different from your own. Good luck. And finally, in the journal pages, you'll find Books with Balance rating section. This is for you to rate the book based on its diversity. For example, does it feature a main character with a disability? Is it written by someone from a minority ethnic group? And so on. This will help you reflect on the books you're reading and inspire you to read more diversely. Enjoy your reading and reflections. Stay curious, Justina. So this is where you list the books you want to read. And then here are some prompts. You can write the title, you rate the book, recommended by or reason for reading, the short summary of the book. When I finished this book, I felt and thought, and then favorite quote or part of the book, and then you can put the page number. This is awesome. I've never even thought about having a reading journal before, so I think that's great that they included it in this box. So all of that was just in one of the subscriptions, and now I have another one to show you guys, so let's see what's in this one. So it looks like I was actually sent the same thing twice, so that was probably an accident. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a giveaway. I think this is so great. So everything that I just showed you, one of you guys can win. So I'll include the letter that talks about why they chose these books and more about the authors, the 2 novels, and then the Loud Silence book, and then the the Books with Balance, as well as the cards I just dropped. Your Merry Christmas one and You're the Bee's Knees. So I will send this out to one of you guys so we can enjoy them together, and then maybe we can like chat about what we're reading and our thoughts on the books and everything as well. So as always, my giveaways are open internationally to everyone, and all you have to do is be 18 years of age or older or have your parents' permission, and most importantly, you have to be subscribed to my channel, like this video, and leave a comment down below. I do always check that you do like the video and that you are subscribed, and it's important to leave a comment because whenever I do giveaways, I use a random comment picker. So what this does is just randomly picks a comment. So when I see that comment, I'll verify that you followed all of the rules, and then I will pin your comment and reply to you that you are the winner. And I will have this open, how about for 2 weeks? What's the date today? Let me look. All right, so we will have this end on October 18th, how about? So I'll leave this all down below, all the rules, all of the information. So if you love reading, you want to experience some new books that have a great meaning and idea. I just love the theme so much, and I love just the idea of the subscription box. I think it is amazing. So yeah, so good luck. Can't wait to read your comments down below and see who wins and chat about the books together with the winner. So anyways, thank you guys so much for being here and unboxing with me. I love you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.